Hello guys, welcome to the video. First of all, I will let you know this is not an Amazon Ads masterclass by any means. I just want to share what I've learned by using it. Your results might vary depending on your book and the niche you selected. Let's get started. First, you can get started with a campaign from the KDP dashboard here. Then, each campaign is directed to a specific market. In this case, since my book was published in the United States marketplace, I selected United States. You can use any of the countries of the list, depending on where your book is available. If you have published it in different marketplaces and want to promote it to each one, then you have to create different campaigns for each marketplace. Once ready, click Go to Ads Console. In the next window, to create a new campaign, click the Create Campaign button here. There are three types of ads. I've only used the first type, the sponsored products. The sponsored brands are only for authors with 3 or more published books. The lock screen ads appear to Kindle devices users. The sponsored products are the most common ads presented to customers during their searches in Amazon. The sponsored brands will show your books in a different place of the search. For this example, I will use the sponsored products type. After this, you have to select the ad format. The custom text ad will allow you to personalize the text your customers will see in their search results. The standard ad will basically show the name of the book and the cover. Since I only have one book, I will only add one product, but you can add as many books as you want to the campaign. Then, scroll down and you will find the targeting. Here, there are 2 options, which I consider the most important stage while creating the campaign. The automating targeting will let Amazon decide where and when to show your book to customers. It mostly uses your description, categories, and A+ content to position your book in searches. The manual targeting will allow you to select different keywords that you want your book to rank for. If you select the automatic option, you will have to set a default bid amount, which is the price you will pay for each click you get, in US dollars. The amount here is a suggestion based on your book's categories, keywords, and name. You can change this later, and even select different kind of bids. If you select the bids by targeting group, which is the option I suggest, you will be able to choose a different bid amount depending on where your book is positioned. The close match means that your book will try to be positioned near the first matches after a search. The loose match option will show your books in a search that might be related to what your book is about. For example, in a search for a law book you might see different kinds of law books, like to-do law books, baby law books, etc. The substitutes and complements will show up inside other products pages. It will give suggestions to customers of other books they can buy or other similar books they can consider to purchase. For example, inside an accounting ledger book they can suggest a similar book, or will add your book to a frequently bought together section. Below the targeting, you will see the negative targeting and negative product targeting options, which, to be honest, I do not use, as I want my book to show up as many times as possible. These options will let you select when your book should be excluded of specific searches. If you selected custom text, you can add it in the following section. You can even see a preview of your ad here. Hint, the standard ad will look like this example without your custom text on it. At the bottom, you will see the campaign bidding strategy. This will allow your bids to be somewhat flexible. The up and down option will allow Amazon to increase or decrease the bid amount. This might cause you to overspend on your ads, as Amazon will, most likely, go always up to try to get a sale. The down only is the best option, as sometimes a click will be cheaper based on the strength of the search terms used by the customer. A click will be cheaper when the search terms used by the customers are as close as possible to what your book is about. The last part are the settings of your campaign. How much you want it to run for. Here, you can select a start date and an optional ending date. I suggest to you to select a couple of weeks to get started. Your daily budget is how much you want to spend per day in your campaign. Since you pay per click, your ad will stop showing when the daily budget is reached. For example, if you set a $5 budget and your bid is 50 cents, your ad will stop showing when 10 clicks are reached. Now, going back a little. If you select a manual targeting campaign, you will get two options, keyword or product targeting. If you select keyword targeting, you will be able to select the keywords you want your book to position for. Amazon will suggest some keywords and the suggested bid for each one. You can add as many as you want, and you might add your own custom keywords. If you are not versed in keyword research, you can use the suggested and then, sometime later, fine-tune your keywords based on your results. The product targeting option is a more specific way to position your product. You can try to compete in a specific category. And you can even refine your positioning based on brand of your product, the review stars, and even if the product is Prime eligible or not. Once you have your campaign running for a couple of weeks, you can start interpreting the results and fine-tuning it to get better results. In my case, I learned the hard way by overspending on it. I've tried both the manual and automatic campaigns. By far, the one that gives you the most information about your book is the manual campaign. To see the data, click on the name of the campaign. There, you can select any date or period to see your data. The first part one wants you to see is where your book is being positioned and where is it getting the most sales from. In my case, my book got the most impressions from regular searches, but the most sales came from other searches, like complementary products or similar item suggestions, for example. The next section is the targeting. Here, you will see data for each keyword you selected. You can see the most impressions and sales for my book came from a very specific search, Bible word search, large print, but you can also see the bid amount was fairly large, around $1 per click. Next, we have the search terms section. Here, you will see actual data of the keywords used by the customers who clicked in your ad. This will help you refine your own keyword list with whatever your customers came up with to find your ad. This can also be helpful to customize your own 7 keywords in the KDP dashboard. For an automatic targeting campaign, you will mostly see the same data, but this will not show you specific keywords your book positioned for. Instead, it will give you placements of where your book was found and how your book is being found by your customers. You can also customize the bids for each group here. This campaign will give you another piece of business intelligence about your book. It will show books where your book was suggested as a similar option or to be bundled with. This will help you to investigate those books and see how you can improve your own strategy. People who was looking at these books also looked at yours at some point. In my case, I even had a sale out of one of my competitors. This means that the customer thought my book was a better option than the other one. Thank you for bearing with me so far. After testing both the manual and automatic campaigns, I've learned a lot more about my book and how to improve the results of my campaign. I've played with my bid amounts a lot and, although my niche seems to be really competed, based in the high bid amounts I needed, I was able to get some sales in the range of 60 to 70 cents per click. Please let me know if you have any specific question about any of the parts of your campaign and I will do my best to help you.